Hello and welcome to Chapter Skip. I'm Sean.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm Mark. And we're bringing you movie reviews with a twist.
And today we're looking at Star Trek Into Darkness.
Once again, the movie is directed by J.J. Abrams, and in my opinion, he did the right thing in deciding not to have this movie as a direct carry-on sequel. He's gone for a more standalone movie which makes sense when you watch the first film, but there isn't any real key moment from the first movie you'd need to know.
Yeah, so if you've been putting off watching this film because you haven't seen the 2009 movie, well, worry not, friends, because you'll still understand this movie, you'll still have a ruddy good time watching it, although there is still quite a lot of lens flare to put up with.
Oh yeah, guys, forgot to say we've got a letter today.
Goody fan mail!
No, it says it's from J.J. Abrams, his latest movie notes.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Open it up, mate. Let's have a look.
Okay. No?
It's blank.
It doesn't say anything.
That's weird, isn't it?
Open up the envelope, see if there's anything else in it.
Why is it so shiny? Lens flare!
Why?
My retina!
So for the second time in a matter of weeks, the nerdometer has hit the roof, with Iron Man 3 coming out and smashing the box offices, and with Star Trek Into Darkness coming along to try and match the might of the Marvel hero. If you were to put the two movies face to face in unarmed combat, then you would have a very close fight, but one of the films would come out on top. But I'm not going to tell you just right now, you're going to have to wait till the end and hear my thoughts about it.
The cast are back reprising the roles from the first film with some new additions.
Yeah, there's Peter Weller, who plays Admiral Marcus, there's Alice Eve, who plays Carol, and of course there's Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays John Harrison. And he may have a ridiculously posh name, but boy does he get into the character that he plays in this movie. Now, the plot for this movie is about how a terrorist attack destroys the Starfleet archives in London in a bid to take out Starfleet Command itself. Captain Kirk has a personal interest in hunting down the terrorist, John Harrison, and heads out on board the Enterprise to take down this new enemy.
As a non-Trekkie, there's always doubts about going into a movie that's so well established and so well loved by the Trekkies. And if you're like me and haven't really seen anything other than the 2009 version of Star Trek, then have no hesitation in heading to the cinema to go and watch this. I thought the movie was fantastic. It was visually stunning, the effects were flawless, the story was gripping, entertaining, funny and emotional, and they were all in equal amounts, so you can never get sick of one aspect of the movie.
Now, there's definitely a lot more going on in this film than your classic good guy, bad guy plot.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Kirk and Spock are once more played by Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, and obviously they are the leads in the movie, and they both played their parts really, really well. Although they were overshadowed by just how amazing Benedict Cumberbatch was as the bad guy in the film.
Yeah, he played the role of the villain absolutely brilliantly, and he was bloody awesome every time he was on screen. It was also nice to see some of the other characters being given more of an active role in the movie.
Uhura, once more played by the lovely Zoe Saldana, had a bigger part in this movie, and was more than just eye candy this time around. And Simon Pegg's character was also given a more leading part in some scenes, and the daft comic relief side of his character that was in the previous film was toned down now to a more acceptable level.
Although I'm still not too sure about his Scottish accent.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm sure we could do better.
Right, Simon, sit back, watch. This is how you do a Scottish accent.
I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the pillar.
Simon, why didn't you go for a more Sean Connery-esque kind of accent? That was still terrible.
I did it like an angry Glaswegian with a Mars bar dipped in batter and haggis all over your face and a wee shot of whiskey. Whew, how's that?
Okay, maybe it wasn't as easy as we thought.
Yeah, on the downside though, there's a lot of characters that were woefully underused and didn't really bring much to the plot. We have Chekhov, played by Anton Yelchin, spent most of his time flailing about in confusion. John Cho, who plays Sulu, barely stood up in the whole film. And Carl Urban, who plays Bones, was just there to remind you that...
Damn it, man! I'm a doctor, not a lollipop lady! And of course, we get old classic Spock, who's pretty much like a get-out-of-jail-free card in this movie.
Anyone fancy a cup of tea?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm parched, mate.
How'd you have it, Mark?
2 sugars, same as always.
Alright.
Cheers.
Come on, Joe. Come on,
All
mate.
Cheers, guys. That's better. Beautiful. Mark! Who are you? Stupid glasses. Nice beard, though.
I'm you from the future. And a different dimension. And an alternate timeline.
Oh, wow. Looking good, Mark.
Thanks, Mark, but I'm here on important business. You have to give this movie a bad review.
I liked it.
Here in the future, chapter skipper raking in the cash, the subs, and the ladies. Just because you gave this movie a bad review.
I'm not going to lie to the subscribers. I like the film. I've got to give an honest opinion. You're being a dick, future Mark.
If you don't, you will tear the fabric of time and space. And it will leave a bad taste in your mouth.
You're a bull troll-nosed idiot. I'm not listening to you. I like the film. Prick.
I guess we should also mention Alice Eve, who did have a plot reason to be in the film, but was pretty much there for one reason, and one reason alone.
I can give you 2 reasons, Sean.
Now, I've got nothing against seeing a hot woman in her underwear, or out of her underwear for that matter, but it was a daft scene and it felt out of place, and it did have fan service stamped all over it, and it's doubtless going to cause hundreds and hundreds of virginal nerds to overuse the pause function and the tissues once this film's out on DVD.
Minor faults aside though, this is a bloody great movie, and it's easy to overlook any problems and just sit back and watch 2 hours of non-stop entertainment that has some amazing visuals, great sound, and an awesome story that you just can't help but enjoy.
To me, Star Trek has always reminded me of being around my friends' parents' houses and then watching it and I'm bored out of my mind. Also, coupled with the fact that I haven't seen the first film, I wasn't really expecting anything exciting. So right off the bat, the action was amazing, the cast was brilliant, and the CGI was stunning. So for me, I definitely say you should watch this, you will not be let down. Amazing.
It's simple. Go and watch this bloody movie. There's no real excuses. You don't need to like or understand everything about the Star Trek universe. You don't need to have seen the 2009 film. All you need to do is have some eyes, ears, be them pointy, and a couple of quid in your back pocket, and a cinema to go watch it at. It's better than the first film, in my opinion, and I thought it was better than Iron Man 3. So overall, it's getting a high recommendation from me, so go and check it out now.
Like we said earlier, the film does have its faults, but when I was sitting there watching it, I could pretty much ignore them. And if it wasn't for the fact that we have to mention the bad as well as the good, as that's the whole point of doing a review, I possibly wouldn't have picked up on those faults quite as much, as I was so engrossed in what was going on. Now, I've seen enough of the films and the series when I was a kid to get some of the references, and of course there's this whole thing that I'm not going to talk about as I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but for me, as someone who dislikes a certain type of film, this was really good, and I'd be interested in hearing a hardcore fan's opinion of it, because I can't even talk about that. Just basically, I really enjoyed it, and I recommend you guys go and check it out.
Thanks for watching our Star Trek Into Darkness review. If you've seen the film, then you'll know how good it is, but would still like to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. A big shout out to our first Facebook caption contest winner, Bungie Man. If you'd like a shout out or a plug, make sure you check out our Facebook page and enter our caption contest. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more movie reviews with a twist. Thanks.
See? I knew nothing bad was going to happen.
How are you on about, Mark?
That's alright. Oh, guys, no sugar.
Oh, sorry,
Ugh.
forgot.
Oh, I really did leave a bad taste in my mouth. That's weird.
Yeah, Sean doesn't usually explode.